problem with this pattern is a 5-ball, which is really limiting your options on the 3-ball and getting to that 3-ball in order to get back on this 4-ball. And you want to be straight in on the 4-ball so you can just draw straight back and be straight in on the 5. And this is a 6-ball here, so you can hit a stop shot on the 5-ball. You'll be right in on a good position on the 6 to get to the 7. And I know we're getting a little bit ahead of ourselves, but what you want to do is stay on the right side of this 2-ball when you shoot this 1-ball, and that way you'll be able to get up on the rail, on this right hand side rail on this 3-ball, and that should open your options back up, and you shouldn't have a problem getting on this 4, although you do have to go through some traffic to get back on this 4, but it shouldn't be a problem. Let's go ahead and roll. And depending on your table, you might want to put a little bit of inside English on this. I'm just drawing it, just a straight bottom. But on some tables are a little bit faster than this particular table. And so if you put inside the bottom right on it, it will kill the angle a little bit coming off the 2 and stay a little bit further down table on this 3, which could have been a disaster, but I shot it pretty strong and got exactly where I want to be on this 3-ball. And now you can see from the 3 to getting back on that line on that 4-ball, it's going to take a little bit of work, and you're going through traffic, which is that gray ball, that 6-ball, and that other gray ball. But I see a doorway there, so I don't think it's going to be much of a problem. It's going to take a little bit of a pinpoint stroke, though, to get perfect on the 4. So let's go ahead and cut it there and continue and just take it. We don't want to think too far ahead. Eventually I'm going to get everyone who watches my videos thinking all 9 balls ahead. But in this particular case, you just really want to focus on getting the right position on the 3. And it's all because of that 5-ball. If that 5 wasn't there, we could have played this 3-ball a whole bunch of better ways than this. But this is what we're stuck with, and let's go ahead and roll. Now you can see the pattern we're playing to get back to straight in on this 4-ball, and this is going to take a great stroke because it's a long shot, and put and draw on this 4-ball shot, you have to keep that cue ball spinning backward all the way back down table. And I'm not trying to draw it all the way back up table. I'm just trying to draw it a couple feet and into that 5-ball line so I can hit a stop shot on the 5-ball, and I'll automatically be in the right position on the 6 to get to the 7. So you can see all this is because of the 5-ball, and we just had to work around the 5-ball. But I mean, that's just the way it goes sometimes. Sometimes these obstruction balls just make it impossible to do it any other way except one way, which is often the difficult way. It's just the way it is. Some racks are simple and some racks are difficult. And this one, getting past probably the 5-ball and staying straight in on the 5-ball, is one of the more difficult racks I've put on YouTube. Going back to this 3, if you put just a speck of draw on this 3-ball and attempt to spin it back out online, you're going to scratch in that corner pocket here. It's going to widen that angle off the 3, and that pocket is just begging to eat the cue ball. So you put in a little bit of top and a little bit of right, but you don't want to overspin this. Don't worry about getting close to the 4. Just settle for the right angle on the 4. we see the 8-ball coming into the picture. So the table's opening up. I got it good. I got a little bit to the left-hand side of the line, but that's good because that will let me draw straight back into the 5-ball line. And again, it's a little bit difficult. This is a great shot to practice if you want to work on straightening your stroke. If your stroke is not straight, you're going to miss this ball. And if you can't draw it back at this distance, you really need to work on it. But again, I'm not drawing all the way back up table. I'm just drawing into that 5-ball line. I've got the natural position to draw into that line because we definitely want to hit a stop shot on this 5. It's just going to make everything easier for the rest of the rack. And that's about it. I mean, if you can nail this shot, you should be able to nail the next shot, and you should be able to run this rack. So let's see what happens. This is a stop shot, and it's another great shot to practice, especially at this distance. The cue ball is spinning backward all the way back up table, right to about this point right here, and then before it starts rolling forward, it's going to slide a little bit. And during that slide, it's exactly where you want to hit that 5-ball. So it takes a little bit of timing in your stroke and a whole lot of practice to continually nail this shot. It's just a long straight-in shot, but nailing the stop shot at this distance is a little easier said than done. If I can do that, I should be out here. I screw up a little bit. I'm getting from the 6 to the 7, but it shouldn't be anything I can't fix. Now we see the 9-ball coming into the picture, and the whole intention is to get straight in on the 8 so I can just draw back and have another straight in shot on that 9-ball in the side pocket. So let's go ahead. You have a little bit of an angle here. You just want to roll up and stay high on the 7-ball, but you'll see what happens is the cue ball just keeps on rolling, and I almost not quite get straight in on the 7, which leaves me in a predicament that we're going to save for the loop back. Yeah, I'm not going to show you the 7, the 8, or the 9 on the first time around. But it won't be long because I'm going to shut up and stop with the graphics. I think you get the idea from here. We're pulling out to get straight in on this 8-ball. But it's going to be a problem doing that when I'm almost straight in on the 7-ball. So I'm going to have to pull something out of my butt to get back on this 8-ball. We're going to save it. Thank you guys for tuning in. Have a great weekend. I really appreciate each and every one of y'all. Thank you to all the new subscribers. I hope you're learning a lot, and I hope your game is improving. I guess most of us will know when America gets back to business. Peace.